Cool. Perfect. Awesome. Well, sounds good. So I know I got to learn a little bit more about you on the phone call. I just talked to Addie earlier today. She's got a game today and everything, but she was on helping out with some work earlier. So she spoke very highly of you. Obviously, I've gotten to learn a little bit more about you, which is great. Uh, she was like, "Yeah, we talked for like an hour this weekend." Like, 'cause she came in and told me Sunday, which is good. So, um, just to kind of like recap a little bit. I know at Coastal right now, accounting, commercial real estate major. I went to Chesapeake with president of FBLA, SGA board, and then you said working while you're home, Starbucks barista at the Safeway in Pasadena.
Hmm.
And then pretty involved at school. So looking to be marketing director, accounting program, real estate, 1954 Society Honors College, like you kind of name it. You're probably a part of it. Sounds a lot like me, which is good. So, um, before we get started, like any questions that you had that I can answer for you.
How many hours a week would I be working in this position?
Cool, great question. This position is just pretty short term. It's like 5 to 8 hours worth of work total, $18 an hour plus some bonuses, and I'll rehash the pay here in a little bit. What's great about this opportunity, though, while this job is short term, we do have other opportunities that people on our team typically end up moving into, and I'll discuss both of those here today. Either our PR caller receptionist position, that's what Addie's actually doing right now,
Mhm.
or our sales representative role that I started off here in college, and now I coach representatives on our team. So I'll tell you a little bit more about both of those here for today. But yeah, it's just pretty short term, $18 an hour, 5 to 8 hours worth of work virtually, so easy to get to do from school. Cool. Anything else?
Not at the moment. I was hoping to hear more about the company and stuff.
Cool. All right. Well, let's jump right into it. So, basically, like, had you ever heard of like Vector or Cutco before, aside from like what I mentioned when we spoke?
I have not.
Okay. Well, sounds good. So we'll get into it for today. So, today is I'm going to go over a little bit more about our company, what we do. Then I'll cover the position that you're interviewing for, and then we'll both be able to make a final decision together at the end. Sound pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. So some basic information like on our company first, and feel free to get to take any notes. So Cutco, which is the product that we show to customers here, very high quality made items for the home, plus some outdoor items. It's American made in our factory in Olean, New York, which is about 45 minutes south of Buffalo. It's high quality kitchen cutlery and cookware, along with some gardening, fishing, hunting items, but primarily things for the home and kitchen. Cutco's been around since 1949. Vector Marketing has been in business since 1981. We're owned by Cutco. We're just the sales and marketing portion of the company, but we're all part of the same Cutco umbrella company. So we're currently number one in our market with annual sales over $275 million. And Cutco's our parent company. Vector's the company you'd be working for. Cutco makes the product, but Vector's the team that market and sells it to customers here. So a lot of big brands work this way. Toyota owns Lexus, Meta owns Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp, everything like that. So same idea here. Gutco's the company behind the product. Vector's the company that gives students the opportunity to get to represent it. I'll show you a quick video here that explains a little bit more about our representative role and then also like the role that you'll be a part of here. A couple of things that are just like little nuances. At first, it'll let you know that like representatives that work with our team, they don't work solely off commission. They do have a $30 base pay, so they do earn $30 per presentation they conduct with the customer just for showing them the product and presentation, either virtually or in person. And then they get to earn the base pay or the commission, whichever is higher every single week. So it'll cover that. And then it'll talk about your role. It's going to refer to it as SMRI or social media recruiting influencer, but we just call it BA, brand ambassador. So that's the only difference there. And then it's going to say that SMRIs work through three different things. They say they work through one-on-one conversations, story posting, and direct messaging. We actually don't do any direct messaging. We work through three-way texting, one-on-one combo, and through story post. So that's about it. So to outline that, and then we'll cover some more details right after.
Pay, so the students are guaranteed to make a certain amount for every Cutco presentation, even when they're new. No, I don't think sales is for everybody, but we practice a policy called no negative endings. In fact, when somebody moves on from working with us, they get a mailed and signed letter from the president and CEO of the company saying thank you for their energy and effort, even if they didn't make any sales. Why? Because we feel like it's the right thing to do. The reason we don't look for people with experience is because a student will not know if the position is a fit for them until they check it out. This is why our team building philosophy is to invite as many people as possible to learn more about us. That way they know what we do and how we conduct our business, and also we can learn about them and work with the best. We can teach anybody, and I mean anybody, to become the best communicator they can be, no matter how shy or unskilled when they start. We help everybody level up, which is why we were recently listed as a top 20 company to work for in USA Today, and why Inc. magazine said, if you want to learn how to sell, Cutco is a good place to learn. Now, this is not the position that our social media team actually does. They don't do any of that. But I wanted to cover all that because the sales rep position is what our influencers personally represent. We call our collaborators social media recruiting influencers, and their one-sentence job description is this: to invite as many people as possible to check out the flexible work-from-home sales positions, both their personal connections, that is, people they know, including their classmates and friends, and their fan following as well. I always tell people up front this type of collaboration isn't for everybody. It's for people that want to learn the full spectrum of brand marketing, who want to work with people one-on-one and have lots of individual conversations over direct message, and who are willing to step outside their comfort zone and be challenged. I would say ideal candidates have an engaged following of at least 1,000 people. Of course, we work with people that have 5- and 6-figure followings, but it's not just about numbers. Every follower is a person, and every invitation has the potential to change someone's life. If someone is offered an opportunity with us, they do invites in 3 different ways. The first is through direct messages. The second is through conversations. The worst thing for our brand would be if somebody had a question or was interested in learning more and they didn't respond to them. That'd be a waste of everyone's time. We expect our brand ambassadors to be professional and respond to questions and inquiries. So we have a bonus program to reward the influencers who have the highest engagement. And the third way is through posts. Making content is fun, especially when you're getting paid for it. And so our goal isn't to turn them into a Cutco billboard. We have brand guidelines with some basic do's and don'ts like every other company. We expect our brand ambassadors to represent us in an authentic and honest way. What's unique about working with us? We encourage them to work together and learn from each other. If somebody puts out a good story post that gets a ton of engagement, they'll share it with the community to inspire each other. If they're local to one another, they may publish together or invite friends to be with them. Same reason why musicians in different genres collaborate. This is how you build an audience. People join us at different levels of experience. Some of them have never represented a brand before. And so our goal, just like with our sales team, is to leave them better, wiser, and with a bigger audience than when they started. We aren't theoretical. We teach them from our own personal experience as we ourselves look to get better and better. Over the years, we've gotten to be a part of many exciting journeys of extremely talented people, and we love it. If somebody is passionate about growing their brand or excited to learn high-level marketing alongside other creative and talented individuals, then this position is going to be a very good fit. People who give us their best, who take feedback well, and have an A+ attitude. We want to become a meaningful part of their journey.
All right, so like I showed you there, like I told you, we work through 3 things here. We work through story posting. So normally people that work in our brand ambassador role put up anywhere from 2 to at the most 3 story posts, just getting to kind of advertise the openings that we have here for our role. Anybody that does apply, we can't obviously accept everybody for the job, but they will have a shot at getting to at least apply and interview for it as well. And then we work through one-on-one conversations, kind of like how Addie and I got in touch with you. It's just through a quick 3-way message of people that she thought, hey, might be a good fit for the brand ambassador role that she started off in, or that might be a good fit for the representative role there too. Not someone that definitely is going to be 100% interested or want to pursue it, but just somebody that they might end up being an ideal fit for what we're looking for. So that's just a little bit more about the role there too. So we talked about brand ambassador, that's what we call it. Something worth noting about our company is we're actually the largest college student recruiting company in North America, so we have a really big responsibility in terms of outreach. Our sales program is pretty simple. We have some representatives that work for Vector and Cutco that sell professionally as a career, but the majority of our representatives are college students looking for flexible work. I started here when I was 19 years old, right after my freshman year, and then I continued all throughout my college career, and now postgraduate running my own office. To cater to that, we created a college accredited sales training program that allows them to receive low pressure sales skills they need, as well as all the info needed to succeed at marketing our products. Our goal for this spring and during the semester for anybody that works with us, that they get to earn anywhere between like 2 to 3 grand worth of income, with people that work over the summer earning anywhere from 3 to 10 grand plus, with our top earners earning somewhere between 15 to 20 grand just over the summer break as well here. We just had Stevie Degnan on our team get started 2.5 weeks ago. Stevie's a senior at Spalding, and he's already earned over 3 grand getting started with their job right away, which is pretty cool. So even part-time, you're getting to work around school, works pretty well. Surprisingly, what makes this a really exciting and sought-after position is the resume experience, overall experience we provide, regardless of major or career path. We work with finance majors, pre-med, pre-law, engineers, and everything in between. Izzy Miller, she graduated from Broadneck last year. She's going to go run her own branch office this summer in Howard County as a college student. Izzy started with her team last year. She's almost at 20 grand in sales. She's a pre-dentistry major and biology major at Towson, wants to own her own dentist practice in the future. So wants to gain the business skills here. That way she can have her own team of dentists and have her own practice in the future. Isaiah Mitchell, he went to Glen Burnie. Isaiah is currently a junior at Xavier in Louisiana, where he's studying emergency medicine to become a doctor. He's working here to get to gain his confidence and social skills. That way he can talk with patients and nurses and people that work with him in the future. So we provide soft skills that you can't even put on a resume, like confident communication, time management, rapport building, and professionalism. Plus obvious resume boosters like phone skills, handling customer concerns, consumer psychology, retaining clients, and of course, sales. We give quantifiable proof of success on a resume. If you worked at a restaurant, you can't say how much revenue you produced or how many new clients you created. Here, representatives can say exactly how much revenue they generated, clients they've helped, customers they brought in. It's proof of success, unlike any other job that young people can get. So, in summary, our student sales reps get a high income opportunity, gain meaningful experience around school. They get a unique, fun atmosphere, as well as travel and career opportunities post college there too. So, the brand ambassador role here that you're applying for, I understand you're not obviously applying for the sales rep role. However, that's a position you are representing on social media. So I just want to make sure you know exactly what you would be putting out there and offering to people. As a brand ambassador, your job would be to help us get the word out about the role. Now, we know that not everybody will want to get to do sales. However, we at least want to make sure that everybody knows the opportunities available. The first part of the job would be using a personal social media account to get to advertise and recruit for the sales position. As a brand ambassador or a social media influencer, as you've seen, you'd be the person who's paid to endorse or promote a company's product or service. Ours is just our role that we have here available. So a couple key requirements of the job are simply a willingness to put up some story posts on Instagram or even Snapchat. These could be a story post, just a picture of you, friends, your school, just so that people know it's actually you, that says we have work available with a link to apply. And a willingness to get to send any 3-way text to people in your network you think might be a good fit, letting them know, hey, we got some work available for the spring or even for the summer. We talked previously, you had said that you're probably most active on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times a week, roughly, would you say you go on Instagram? Every day or, a couple days a week?
Yeah, I would say I'm on it daily. I text a lot of my friends on there from home. I always I'm far away. I'm all the way at Coastal Carolina. So, I like to check out, see what everybody's doing, stay in the loop. That way, when I go home, I'm not too oh my gosh, I haven't seen you guys in months. What's going on?
Yeah. You get to stay in touch, everybody. Yeah.
Mhm.
I get that feeling. I went to school in Pennsylvania and, I'm from Southern Maryland, Calvert County. So, all my friends are just spread out all over. So I'm with you. Yeah, Ryan, who's our Harford County manager, he went to Coastal. So he studied sustainability and coastal resilience, I think is what he did. He wants to do marine biology stuff and help with coastal wetlands. But he's a district manager right now. He's doing this for a year or two after college. so he can gain skills, and then he's going to go start working in that career field, which is cool.
That's great.
So sounds good. And then, we talk about like three-way messaging. It's easy. Like just send some three-way text people, give them a heads up about the role. They can check it out. I take it from there. It's pretty simple. So your job's easy. It's posting and then just some three-way messages. Pretty simple. Gives people info about the job. They get to check it out. We'd set you up with a 2-hour paid training to get you started and show you what to do. And then you'd have 1 to 2, like 90-minute to 2-hour, follow-up shifts with me. In total, like I said, you're looking about 5 to 8 hours total worth of work. If it goes well, you want to keep going, we can always add more shifts and also talk about like transitioning a little bit. I'll put the pay in the chat here. I know I've said it out loud, but I like having it where it's right in front of you. So pay is $18 an hour plus bonuses. Now, our bonuses are pretty simple. It's $5 for anyone that interviews because of you. So $5 for anyone that interviews for a role because of you. Whether they like the job, whether they, whatever it is, like, doesn't matter. Anybody that interviews, $5 per person. Okay. Which is good. So that's our bonus structure that we have there too. We can also decide whether later on to have you transition to a sales rep role or receptionist role that we have available here too for people that we like working with. So a lot of people typically like to get to do that. We had Kylie Corcoran. Kylie's went to Crofton. She's your age. She's a sophomore. She's playing field hockey up at Fairfield in Connecticut. And so she started off in the brand ambassador role and then was like, hey, I'm seeing some of the paychecks and experience people that are getting as part of the team. Like, I think I want to try out that role. And now she's already at her second promotion here on the job, getting to work really part-time around field hockey season and everything. And then she's going to come back and work a little bit more in the summer, which is cool. So definitely some, plenty of room for growth. Addie started off in this role here, and then now she's doing a receptionist role. And then she's going to try out the sales rep role over the summer once she turns 18. That's the only caveat. You have to be 18 to do that role. So there you go. There's plenty of room of growth here. I would say that most of our brand ambassadors do try out the representative position here because they enjoy the experience they can get. And a big perk is they don't have to interview again, since we already know we want to get to work with them. So in summary here, if you like talking with people consistently on a professional and personal level, are looking to get to help us build a championship team. Currently right now, there are 250 district offices across the company. We're number 15. So we're doing pretty well right now. We've almost amassed $100,000 in sales so far for the year. So we've had a lot of success. We've got great people on our team, but I'm always looking for more talent of people that we think could be a good addition here.
Right.
So learning how to get to interact with all kinds of people while gaining meaningful experience here. In other words, specific quantifiable resume experience. You'd be able to get to say exactly how many people you helped get jobs, how much sales revenue they generated too, and you help them create, which is cool. And you get mentorship from myself and other people within our division and office team too. This might be a good fit. So I know I brought up our office here a little bit and why we've had a lot of success here. The reason behind that is, yes, we have people that like the job, getting used to it, but it's mainly for the fact that we have people that just are motivated to grow personally, professionally, and financially. Love being around a great group of people that are fun and good to get to be around, but also help them become better and grow in the areas they're looking to get to achieve. I started off in the sales rep role at 19 years old, and I've never worked anywhere else. I got promoted to assistant manager and then to run my own office at the age of 21, which is really cool to get to do. So I've always wanted to always run my own business. Been a long day. Run my own business. So definitely look forward to do that here and provide that for other opportunities for people like me. So we've helped a lot of people graduate college debt free, be able to get their dream job or dream internship while they're in school, taking the skills and experience that they learn here. Some people work over a semester, they work over a summer. Some people work all throughout college, and some people postgraduate here with our team too. Our goal with our team is not only just to have a tremendous impact on people's lives, helping them gain meaningful experience and skills, but also to get to be the top team in our Northeast region and one of the top 10 in the country. It's hard to get to do, but we know that we've got the team and people that are able to get to achieve that. So we're also looking to help 10 people open up their own office next year. So this year we have 2 people going out from our office to run their own office over the summer as a branch manager. Our goal is we help 10 people get to do that next summer. I think it's like the ultimate college student opportunity. They take the skills that they learned as a sales rep, and now they coach and mentor other people to do the same thing. So they get to run their own interviews, run their own training, learn how to get to recruit and manage a team, run their own team meetings. It's a really awesome opportunity for people to have that too. Have their own office space, like it's great. Our goal is we can leave people better than we found them. So whether somebody works here for 2 months, 2 years, the rest of their college experience or postgraduate, so they can gain skills and experience to help them leave better than when we found them. And that's why we need all the help we can get with building an amazing team. That's why I'm willing to get to invest in the program here to ensure we always have great people surrounding our organization. So overall, Mariah, like, what'd you think so far?
I'm really liking the sounds of it. I'm a freshman right now, so
You're a
obviously I want
freshman.
to get a lot more experience. I know at least one of my classes, I'm in a level 300 class because I couldn't get some other classes I needed, and I was actually talking to my marketing professor about like a group project we were doing because like my teammates weren't doing what they were supposed to do, and I had to take on so much of the work. And I'm taking right now, I have English, art history, which are two like graduation requirements. And I'm taking three of my business classes right now. I'm taking communications, introduction to global business, and this marketing class. And I have group projects for all three of them. And I told her, I was like, it's just been so much work because, when you have a group project and you're doing enough work for four people for one class and, you roll that over into like other classes, it's a lot. And I was like, I'm a freshman. I don't know a lot about business. She was like, you're a freshman. Oh my goodness. And she was like, reviewing all of our stuff, but she was like, you're so professional. We have PDAs here at Coastal. I don't know if you're one guy. He was in, it sounds like the science college, but the business college. We have professional development activities. We have to complete 12 of them in order to graduate. And I made it a priority to complete them all last semester. And I'm so glad I did. Like, it's not, they're usually like a half an hour to an hour session where like a guest speaker will come in who's really good in business. Like we just had I can't remember his name. I think it's something Thomas, but he had worked on the advisory board with Trump. He owns like he's a shareholder in like the Empire State Building. He's really like well versed in commercial real estate. And he came and spoke, or they do all kinds of professional activities with skill building workshops. Like they'll do anything from like for marketing majors, like workshops on Canva to just skill building and interviews and resumes. And I'm just really grateful that like I had that experience because it definitely has opened a lot of doors for me. So I just think at least for this opportunity, like, I get to work with Addie, who I'm pretty close with, and it's just a good opportunity to like work online and get some experience.
Okay, that sounds good. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, getting them all done. I'm sure not many people are in that boat where they're as motivated to get that done. So I'm glad you added that in. That's good. I mean, I look for two main things here. I look, do I think somebody's coachable? Meaning, do they have a good attitude? And do they have a solid work ethic? And I think just by far showing the experiences that you've had and what you're involved in, you definitely show that, which is good. But thanks for adding that in there. After everything that I kind of went over with you, like any other questions that you have, I could answer for you.
About how many posts a week would I have to make on my Instagram page?
So it's only 2 to 3, like at all. That's all. It's pretty brief. So it's you go through training. So you get selected, you go through training, you do your first one in training, and then we do
Mhm.
one or two more, and that's it. And maybe we do some now, and then maybe like June, I'd say, hey, let's put up another one because now some people are probably looking for jobs and whatnot, or May, like later on in
Right.
May. But no, that's it. So it's like you start, you do one in
Okay.
training, you do one more, and we might have you do one more after that, but like that's it. So it's real quick. You put it up twice. Because mainly, you do it 2 to 3 times. Pretty much everybody's at least seen it once. Is kind of the way we look at
Right.
it. So we might do another one in the summer for people, but aside from that, 2 times. That's pretty much what we do. Anything else?
Um, no.
Okay, sounds good. So I've got two questions for you that I'd like you to ask. So number one, like Ryan, why do you think you'd be a good fit for our company?
I think I'd be a really good fit for your company. I'm really good with people. I'm very organized. I'm always on top of things, and I'm always looking for ways to grow. Like, I never like standing in one place. I never like being complacent. Even this position, just having the opportunity, like, it really excites me just to be able to get that hands-on experience and new business experience. And I think I'd be a really good member just to, boost the team, get your t like company out there. And I think it's a win-win for both sides.
Okay. All right, thanks for sharing that. Then, how do you think, like, also with you specifically? I know you kind of like alluded to this a little bit, but how do you think working with us could benefit you for your future too?
It's definitely going to give me more professional business experience. I've only ever worked at a grocery store, and how professional is a grocery store? So, um, I think this would give me a lot of different, like broad business experience. Obviously, I can go to PDAs on how to do a good interview or to have a good resume, or here's what I learned in my 50 years of this. But there's nothing like having your own personal experience of working with people, especially one-on-one. And I think there's a lot of value in, having human experiences rather than everything, being online. Like being able to meet face to face, even like with me and you now. Like, well, it's over Zoom, but we're still
Yeah.
talking. Like I like it much better, and I think it would provide me a lot of experience.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for getting to share that with me, and you provide some insight as to what would make you a good fit for our position here. And I mean, obviously, like with a lot of applicants here that we got, it makes it really tough to pick the best candidates here. Unfortunately, I can't work with everybody that applies, but in your case, and there are a couple of things I've taken into consideration here. Number one, like I really love working with Addie. Like she's awesome. She actually works with our Baltimore district manager because he's run swim lessons for years. So he's like done that. They
Ah,
work together at the pool.
yeah.
He was like, you gotta meet Addie. He was like, she's a senior in high school, so she can work here. Like, she's awesome. You gotta talk to her. So she's been great. So I mean, number one, I trust her opinion. Yeah, I really like working with her. She's got a great attitude and work ethic. So I know that she wouldn't have said, "Hey, I feel like Mariah would be a good fit," unless she was being serious about it. So I take that into consideration. I think just number two, like I talked about, your involvement. I felt like I was involved in so many different organizations in high school and college and leadership roles. Like I was just always compelled to do that. It was something I identified myself with, and that certainly seems like you're somebody that's got that drive and motivation and work ethic. All of our positions, even though this one is an hourly role, all of them do have the tendency to be, hey, what you put into it is what you get out of it. Brand ambassadors that work to promote the job and work to promote more of the opportunity to people, they do get paid because they get more in bonuses. Like they're the people that I'm going to consider for the other roles we have here more highly than others. So that's important for me that you're obviously somebody that's got a good work ethic and has that drive naturally. And then I think it's somebody that's going to be going to accounting, commercial real estate. This is right up your alley. I mean, learning the basics of skills and sales. I mean, no matter what business field you go into, you'll be doing sales. Like you have to learn how to get to sell yourself, sell a product, sell a service, create a vision. That's important for what you have to do. And I think you can kind of learn those skills here. One with the brand ambassador role, getting to kind of like work with the opportunity a little bit more, and then that's important for what we do with the company. So I think just all that being said, with the proper training and right attitude overall, I think you'd be a good fit. You definitely sound the kind of person we're looking for, and I would like to get to offer you a role here as a brand ambassador. So how does that sound?
That sounds great. I do have another question. Would you be opt to like me posting on LinkedIn as well?
Oh, that's totally fine. Yeah.
Perfect. I know a lot of my friends who go to the business college, they're always talking about they're looking for side hustles, they're looking for things to do. And I mean, they're from all over. I mean, they're from all over, mostly the upper East Coast, like New Jersey, Connecticut, New Hampshire. But I know at least myself personally, like I'm always watching everybody on LinkedIn to see what they're getting their hands into. And I think that'd be really good to, post on there as well.
There we go. Yeah, I talk about or I put them in that. Yeah, definitely. I have a lot of people that do that there for sales rep role, social media brand ambassador. Like I think that's great. Um, that's what I would put there. In fact, Park Corporation, Anne Arundel County. There we go. Perfect. That sounds good. Very cool. So let's talk about last thing here we need to get to do here for today. We'll just be getting you set up for training. Let me just double check that I got all the times 100% correct here. Mm-hmm. All right. Do you have class Fridays?
I do.
Uh,
From 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
when's your last class?
It's at noon. It goes from 12 to 1 p.m.
What is it?
marketing.
Okay, I got you. How are you close with your professor?
I sure am. Or actually, that class I don't have lecture for that. I have lecture for it Monday, Wednesday, but on Fridays we meet with our groups. So I could definitely move around that if that's what you're alluding to.
We have a regional Zoom training 12 to 2 Friday. So,
Okay.
and that's with Janessa. She's our let's double check and make sure that this is it. Yes. Okay, great. All right. So this is with Janessa. Janessa's our Northeast region trainer for the brand ambassador role. She's awesome. I love working with her. She's actually from Maryland, so she's like a little bit more partial to people that like are from Maryland too. She ran our office in Howard County for a while, UMBC grad, so she lives in Catonsville. So I mean, she's around the area. So she's awesome to get to work with. I've known her for now for over 5 years. She's great. So we'll get you all set up. This will be 12 to 2 Friday. So this will be Friday the 3rd, 12 to 2 on Zoom. And this is obviously paid 2 hour training. Then I'd send all the details here
Oh,
over
I didn't even
email.
realize it was this Friday. That's perfect because I'll be home by then.
Oh, okay, cool. Even better. Yep. So yeah, be next 2 days. So the third, we'll get you started immediately. So, be run by Janessa. She's great. We'll have it. I'll fill out all the info to get you all set up for it. But as far as training goes, it's just 2 hours. I'd plan to arrive on Zoom a couple minutes early. Business casual is then they'd be super fancy, but just something like relatively nice professional job training. I'll email you the link the day of. Well, actually, I already have the link, so I'll email it to you with all the info you need. But just be in a quiet spot where you can focus, take notes. You don't want to be like in your car, out somewhere, or something like that.
Right.
Um, Bring something for note taking, and you definitely just want your phone in the charger because you guys will put up like your first post that day and everything like that. If you want to bring snacks and drinks, that's totally fine too. And training is a lot of fun. It's a ton of fun. So like Janessa's just great to get to work with. Like I've gotten to sit in and watch one of her trainings, and I was like, oh, this is a good time. So it won't just be you and her. It'll be like a group training of people from all around the Northeast
Right.
region, which would be nice, and she'll get to kind of like help you outline everything in the role. After your first, after your training with Janessa, we will set up like your first shift where you can get to like work with me a little bit as well. And then you said you're home this weekend.
Yes, I will be for Easter.
Okay, because I'll be in my office Saturday. I actually have Addie coming in Saturday in my office too. So might be able to get to meet up Saturday if you're like, hey, I already got book plans and stuff or whatever. That's fine too. But we'll set up. So after your training, we'll set up our first shift in time that we got. But between now and like Friday, you're probably gonna like think of some people or maybe see some people you're like gonna want to recommend to us or talk about it with them. I would say don't feel like you have to do anything for the job yet. Honestly, I kind of rather you not until we get to like outline everything with Janessa on Friday and she walks you through it. But we'll teach
Mhm.
you the whole process A to Z during training. It's a lot easier then, but sound pretty good overall.
Yeah,
Sweet. Awesome. Well, you are all set here, Mariah. Any other questions you have for me?
I do not.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Congrats again. I look forward to working with you and having you as part of our team. If you have any other questions or anything, that's my personal cell phone number. Just feel free to reach out to me and let me know. And then I'll send all the details for training Friday the 3rd, 12 to 2. I'll send that here with the Zoom link in the next half an hour. Okay.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Have a great rest of your day. Safe travels home this week for Easter. And then I will see you Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect.
All right. See you later.